Hello everybody, good morning. Today is April 5th, 2026. It is Easter Sunday and we have already some deer. Wow. I'm literally just behind the road. Up there you can still see the stop sign. So that's where the road is. That's where I parked. And today we are in southeastern Michigan. We're close to the Waterloo Recreational Park. And we're doing a hike today. There are different lengths that I can hike. There is kind of a loop that I'm going to try to do. And the one I planned is about 8 to 9 miles or so. There are shortcuts, so if I only want to hike 4 miles, that's possible. If I want to do 6, that's also possible. I'm gonna try to do the loop I planned. I am wearing short trekking hiking shoes, but I also have my boots with me on my backpack. Today is not very warm. I'm wearing a jacket. It's about 3 degrees Celsius or 38 degrees Fahrenheit. And weather is cloudy. Expected maybe a little bit of snow. Probably not really. We've been getting a lot of rain the last few days and weeks, so I expect this to be pretty wet. And we're also in like a lake area, which is why I brought my boots. So in case it gets really wet, I can switch them out instead of having these short shoes and don't get wet. That's the idea. It's about to start. Spring is about to start. So if you look into the forest, you can see some of the buds already coming out and greening up. Here you can see first signs of spring. And yeah, I'm excited. It's my first proper hike in Michigan since this season really. Got some deer tracks. Might have been a deer we saw earlier, but I expect a bunch of deer today. My legs are sore today from a leg workout 2 days ago, but we'll make it work. The trail seems very nice so far. I like that it's not very wide and commercialized, but pretty narrow. Just right for a footpath. Open area here. Got some ducks. But yeah, gonna try and record some exciting parts of the trail. I think one person was walking here before me today. It's 8:30 a.m. Here's some birds. Very pretty. I'll probably record some of the lakes we're seeing today. Maybe some wildlife, hopefully. And other beautiful sights. Okay, so it's about 1 kilometer so far. So that's just. Here we see a little hunting stand. I'm recording because I saw that there's certainly a bit more in a forested area, not as open as earlier, and There's just a cutoff. And looks like there's a patch of pine in the middle of this deciduous forest. So I thought maybe that looks cool. Maybe we're entering it. Yes, we are. I do think this might also be a trail for bikers. Yes, we are in the pine forest section. I have not seen a deer since the very first one, but we have also only been hiking for less than 15 minutes. For about 15 minutes, yeah. Very pretty so far. I like the forest. Lots of birds. We have now arrived at a swampy area. And look at all those flowers that are about to come up. Yeah, there we go. Can you zoom in? Can you focus? Oh yeah. So, give it a few more weeks. We've got beautiful flowers around here. Maybe I'll come back for that. A nice windy trail. Just love the birds. I wonder what that was. We'll get a better look later. But I was just about to show you this wetland here. We have a small lake basically on the right hand side. On the left hand we also have some water down there. And then a rather big lake a bit further that way. I just recorded the birds to identify them. And I would have inserted a screenshot here of all the birds around here. Got some crow, got some woodpecker, some songbirds. That's a weird sound. Sounds like a dog barking or something. But beautiful. I love it so far. This does look like a bike trail. Mountain biking or something. Maybe go to that lake later and see where the trail leads us. I know I already went the wrong way, by the way. I checked the map like a mile in or something, and I was not on the path I wanted to go. I don't know where the cutoff would have been, but I didn't see any. So now we're doing the same trail, but in another direction. So this is the path where I was planning on coming back. But now we're doing it this way. Lake down there. Yeah, that's the plan. Seen a couple people so far. There were trail runners. It's funny to see the birch, only white tree. Okay, we just crossed the road. I came from here, and there's the big lake I mentioned earlier, and here the trail continues. So it actually looks like I was on the right path. I just checked the maps again, and it appears as I am on the trail I was planning on going. So I don't understand why it showed me the other way earlier. Like it showed me I was way off trail. I was on a different trail, but maybe the reception was bad or something. Because now we are on track, so it's great. Thus far, my shoes have been dry, so has not been wet yet, which is good. It's not been needed to wear my boots. These are more comfortable for hiking, so I rather keep these on. But there are these depressions in the landscape where there is water. Just the trail was to go through that, I wouldn't need them. But now we are next to a lake. I think that is where the trail continues. This might be the Half Moon Lake. I think that's what it's called. It's the area also called Half Moon Trails, Half Moon Park or something. Yes, I just confirmed we are approaching Half Moon Lake. That was 3 kilometers. We're hearing a wood duck. And some other birds in the background. There's just a bunny right there. So I got the camera out, but I think the bunny is faster than me. I don't know where it went. But I love all the birds around here. Beautiful. I think those are frogs. Might be frogs. I'll figure it out later and then add it here to the screen. But look at this. Just arrived at the first platform. All the algae already growing. There's a culvert. There's no culvert. Beautiful. Might be woodpecker. That's a woodpecker. All the birds. I love it. I just saw. What is this up there? There's a bird of prey. But what is it? That is the question. Where'd he go? Oh, up there. Trying to zoom in. It's not focusing quite right. Maybe we'll get closer a little bit later. Really enjoying it so far. Even though my legs are sore, I am enjoying it. We are coming up to a bridge. I thought it was a duck. Got some woodpecker holes here in this tree. I want to come back here and kayak. This would be great for kayaking. Oh, we see the northern cardinal. Right there. Beautiful bird. Beautiful bird. Yeah, I want to come back here and kayak. That would be amazing. Can kayak through all these channels. That'd be really cool. A steep bridge. Glad it's not slippery. I love the boardwalks. Oh, there's not a cardinal. This is closer. Much closer. Very pretty. There he is. There's a person coming, so I stopped the video. But yeah, I love it so far. And the trail is in really great conditions, I think. Got a lake to our right and to our left. So I came from here and the trail goes here. However, this looks like it's a lookout. Maybe a personal lookout. Might be private. Maybe not. There's people living here, it looks like. But I was looking at that bridge earlier. You can probably park here, go hiking. But yeah, it's a beautiful lake. And we're back on our trail. Okay, we're now kind of higher up. And that's actually where I walked earlier. I was like, oh, it might be private. So that is the lake we saw from all the way down there. And we went up. Oh, here we see some deer evidence. Deer were shedding their antler hair. So that's some deer evidence. There's some people living on the lake. It sounds to be quite windy today. But I'm glad that I'm covered in the forest. Don't feel a lot of it. I took my jacket off after like 2 miles. It got pretty warm. Or I got warm. Check out this funny looking tree, everybody. This one looks like a fish. And this one looks like an owl. So these are birds of prey. The black dots. But can't quite figure out what species. Turkey vultures, maybe? Could be. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we are closer than earlier. Let's move a bit over. Maybe here. And it looks like a turkey vulture all the way up there. Top. Yep. They're not far away. This is now 3x zoomed in. This is one time. There's the lake. We just reached the 5-kilometer mark. So I think that's just over 3 miles. Look at this cool looking stump, all the blocks. Very cool. Just deteriorating. We have the vultures there, turkey vultures again. Very pretty. Down there's the road. Okay, we've now arrived at the Chelsea camping area. You can see there's some, I think those are mounts for hammocks, and some fire pits. There's some more camping areas. Oh, it's kind of snowing now. Drizzle, snow kind of thing. You probably can hear it. There's the lake. I think that's part of the Half Moon Lake area. Oh yeah. Kind of raining, kind of snowing. Something in between. People left their trash here, of course. Oh, here we are at the lake. Beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see the snow there. Oh yeah. Big wind. It just started as I was recording this 1-minute video. You can probably see it pretty well. Yep. As long as it's not raining, you don't really get wet with this. I like the sound of it. It's pretty cool. It's very pretty out. The forecast was saying something about chance of snow. So here we are. Took some still pictures there with the log in the lake. Water seems to be pretty high, which is on point with the last few weeks of rain and snow. Oh yeah, it's kind of... There's a bathroom over there. Let's see what our actual trail. So these are hammocks, I think. So you like put one up here, and then on the other side. It's very cool. I've not seen these before. I have to see where the trail is. I think it came down here. Does it go past the toilet? Looks like it. And I'd already stopped. That was silly. That was fun though. And here's the outhouse. Yeah, I totally stopped now. That's interesting. Outhouse. Looks like a trash. That's good. So there's quite a few campsites. There's over 10 at least, I think, with many hammock spaces. Alright, now I gotta figure out where I go. There's a cutoff. 9, 10. Or here. Let's see what it says here on this sign. Registered campers only. Half Moon Beach. Oh, there's clear skies. There you go. Alright, I have to check where I'm going, and then I'm gonna see. Okay, now just a few minutes later, the sun is out. So we had that snow, not a snowstorm, but like a snow squall, like just a few minutes ago. And now the sun is coming out. Lovely. Very lovely. Blue skies. Wind is doing its magic. Sun is shining. We're here at an intersection, so that's where it came from. That is actually the name of it. Potawatomi. And there's a trail going up this way into the blue skies. Here's a new sign. New trail. Going this way. I think I'm going this way. So, loving the sun. Did about 6.3 kilometers so far, which is almost 4 miles. And I hope the sun stays for the rest. It's probably about same temperature as when we started, 30 degrees Celsius or 38 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going really well so far. It's definitely above freezing because the snow immediately melted. But this close to freezing because we got snow and not rain. So I think 3 degrees is still pretty accurate. We got a squirrel. It's a fox squirrel. It's a big one. I was just thinking, hey, there's a squirrel eating on these nuts. I was just holding my hand, and as I was thinking that, we see one. Very cool. There's another one that just ran off. The sun is still out. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's an interesting tree. Kind of fell apart. Trail has been really good so far. There were like stones put in place, specific areas. Only one tree has fallen on the trail that was not put away yet. All the rest has been maintained really well. There's some first signs of spring. Also here. Not a ton of people. I think we've been hiking for, let's see, just over 1.5 hours now. I think I've encountered 4 people. So, oh yeah, for example, these stones, they've been put into place here specifically for the trail, and it looks nice. Yeah, today's Easter Sunday, so probably not a lot of people hiking either, but great day to do it. Oh, look at that tree over there. Wow, that's a big one. I wonder what species that is. Maybe we're coming closer. We might pass by it. But yeah, I remember 2 years ago or so, maybe it's been 3 already, I was in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I also didn't have any plans for Easter Sunday, so I also went hiking. Well, I was planning on going hiking, but then it started snowing a whole lot, so I went skiing. So I was skiing on Astor Dome. You can look it up in my old videos or Google. New trail ahead. That's cool. Project. That's the trail I was mentioning. But yeah, anyways, I was skiing on Easter Sunday 2 years ago, and if you look up Astor Dome in Google or in Fairbanks, Alaska, you can see that it's basically like a dome, so you can ski up and down, and there is a road that goes up and down, and there's a cell tower on top and some houses, and I was just skiing on the road basically. And there was a good amount of snow where skiing was like still possible on their actual road. So it's pretty cool. And this year I'm here in Michigan hiking with no snow. Well, we had snow actually, it's funny. But some first signs of spring. Bunch of birds out. Birds woke me up this morning at 5:45. Didn't have a very long night today. Yesterday I slept 10 hours. And last night I slept maybe 5. I just not sleep anymore. I just really want to get going on this hike. Just excited and not sleepy. But anyways, it's a really great trail. I'm impressed. I also didn't need my boots yet. I don't think I'll need them at all. But I'm glad I brought them, just in case. They don't weigh a whole too much. They do have steel toes, but not too heavy. This is very interesting. Look what's up there. It's a piece of tire. This is like a lot of the ground, like 5 meters, 15 feet, even more than that. It's very high up. But anyways, it's a bit windy. Sun is behind the clouds again. Oh, look at that hole. I want to do a little bit of landscape, understanding the landscape, reading the landscape. So you see how all of these trees are a bit tilted, not quite straight. And most of them, this one, that one, all a bit in this direction. Not quite straight. And that is, as you can see, from the wind. In this area, the wind is predominantly coming from, it seems like, the west. So the trees, just like this one, is growing in that direction as it is exposed to all the wind over the years. Now look at these depressions here. I do think this is mostly driven by glaciation and its remains. So basically these are all tiny valleys where it eroded in, and then you get these depressions in the landscape, and truly you get these kind of hills where in the valleys, that's where kind of the sediment deposits and then erodes even further. Like here's another one of those valleys, small valleys. And then obviously the surrounding lakes are the deepest of those valleys that have eroded over the years and millions of years. Since the last ice age basically. And here Michigan was certainly covered by ice and glaciers. But yeah, it's interesting. No more deer since the very first one. Within the first minute of the trail, we saw a deer, and I expected to see many a deer after, but I've not seen any. It's very fascinating. There's another lake coming up, it looks like. down there. Yeah, all these trees are kind of leaning this way. See that? That one obviously dead. Less birds here on this side, I notice. Oh, there's a bench. That's pretty. I have come across about 3 benches so far, I think. This was the first one right on the trail. The others were a bit off the trail. It looks like we're going close to the lake. See some birds in the lake. We can zoom into those once we're there. Looks like those are the birds I was mentioning. They're probably ducks. Let's see, here's a 20X. So these are the ducks I was mentioning. Can't really see it clearly. They're pretty far away. Maybe we can later zoom in and check out what species they are. Okay, we're now approaching the lake. I hope to be able to better film those birds. It's a very pretty looking one, I think. There's more on this side. These are not the same species. Maybe they are. I think this the white one is a male, the dark one is a female. There's another pair here. Trying to go a bit closer. There's more down there. Oh, they're fighting. They're playing around. Very cool. Nice. I love how they move. Alright. Try to get closer. These ones should be able to zoom in nicely. So, we're now again on our boardwalk. It's a marshy area. Kind of close to the road. as you can see in here. But funny enough, earlier, the lake where I saw the ducks, I checked its name and it's called Dead Lake. So it's very ironic that the only lake that has birds or ducks in them is called Dead Lake. But anyways, beautiful boardwalk, and we're way past half mark, I think, more or less. And we hiked so far 10 kilometers, which is about 6 miles, and a bit on less than 2.5 hours. Have seen some mountain bikers in the meantime. Looks like as the day continues, more people are on the trails, which is good. Good to see people out and about. This electricity line, it's pretty low. It's like 1 foot above my head. It's like 7 feet. Anyways, we're about to cross the road and then continue the trail on the other side. Here you see the bikes. Yep, crossing the road. We got some beavers down there. They almost have that tree. It's a pretty big tree right in the water down there. Anyways, this is a pretty interesting looking. You can see that again in the background. We are now approaching. Oh, that's just 1 more kilometer. So there's a swing. That's cool. See that down there? It's a swing. And there's a bench. Yeah, there was just a parking lot. Mark Hoffman Trailhead. We are approaching apparently a root cellar and a fireplace made out of stone. So I've not seen this before, and I didn't know it's here, but I was just checking the maps where I'm gonna go, what route to take, because there's an intersection coming, and I saw it as like a tourist attraction. So I figured we'll take that route. It's a bit further, not a whole lot, but a bit further, but I think it's worthwhile. So we're gonna go check that out. Oh, this is cool. I like this. It's funny. Oh, there's a boardwalk. Let's see. There's a bridge. But I think the trail goes here based on the blue sign. And it looks pretty green. It's the greenest I've seen it today. There and here. Oh, what bird is that? Where'd it go? Missed it. Anyways, I like the greenness. Signs of spring. Alright, here's the intersection I was talking about. And I think I have to go to the right. I'll have to check the maps. Okay, we're coming up to the stone fireplace and the root cellar. I think it's called Guinan or Guinan stone fireplace and root cellar. That is very cool. Here we go. I'm gonna pause so you can read. 1874. So this used to be a homestead farm. Very cool. Very cool. So this used to be a farm. Great place, I guess. Close to the water. Very cool. Let's go inside the root cellar actually, before we're leaving this. It's a really great shelter. It's very cool. You could definitely camp in there. Very cool. Okay, and the hike continues. It's cloudy again, not as sunny as earlier, but it's pretty green here. Look at this. Very cool. I love that. Also found this on the floor from some Scots pine earlier on. I love to smell it. I love the smell of it. There's another small pond. Some raspberries. I love the formation. It's a really great trail. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Really well maintained. This old tree. That tree was probably here. I mean, most definitely when that family was homesteading over there. Interesting. And now it's just a hiking path and for bikes and whatnot. Alright, everybody. See all those blue containers down there? They're like bags or buckets. Those are bags. Those are for maple syrup production. There are quite a few. So this probably is a decently sized operation here, where people are collecting the sap from the maple trees to make maple syrup. We just took a break. It's after noon and we hiked over 15 kilometers. So took a little break, had some lunch, something to drink. Now just checked the maps. We have about an hour left. Somewhere between an hour and an hour 15. So I just wanted to say there were some people coming. I wanted to say that depending on where we go, we'd have about an hour left or an hour 15. There's a direct route back or a more indirect. There's some houses down here. Those are probably the people who are making maple syrup. Now it's actually the perfect time of year to make maple syrup. It's usually when throughout the day it's above freezing, and throughout the night it's below or close to freezing. If it's getting too warm, then bacteria and other small bugs like to form, and algae. Now it's just nuts about early April. Here in Michigan is the best time. But yeah, I've been enjoying this hike a lot so far. Kind of approaching the end sort of soon. My legs are sore still. I never needed my boots. I actually just after my break put my jacket back on because it's a bit chilly and windy. My hands are a bit cold, but all good. There's another lake. And yeah, so far really enjoying this hike. I'm impressed by the conditions of the trail, and I would certainly suggest it to everyone who's interested. Okay, everybody, check out what we have here in the water. What is this? It's like a shed, some sort of house structure. Just fell in there. It was like a hunting stand or something. It's just by the water. Also, what is this? I've seen this around. It's not, it's like gel. It's not really, you see, it's very gel-like. What is that? Anyways. Some wood and a structure. And there's some ducks in the background, it looks like. But yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Just saw a couple of squirrels also. Some red squirrels. And I think we have about 40 minutes left. Alright, everybody. We're now about to approach the end of the trail. My trip today. We've hiked 4 hours and 25 minutes, 19 kilometers. I think it's gonna end around 20 kilometers. Still have maybe 20 minutes or so to go, 15, 20. I don't have a battery left on my camera, but it's been really great. And we're now just going back to the car. And yeah, thank you everyone for coming along and joining me on my hike. I hope you enjoyed it. And see you next time. After this, I'm gonna splice in also an overview of my route. But thank you everybody. So what we have here on the floor basically is the electricity line. Very dangerous. This is basically the electricity line. You can see it's not really where it's supposed to be. That's why I'm also going away from it. It's not safe. But that's a hazard. Anyways, this is the road. And we are almost back at the parking lot. And I just wanted to add one thing, that I never needed my boots today because the trails were maintained really well and it was all dry. I'm very happy about that. I'm happy I brought them with me though, but no need for boots on this trail.